Howdy, everybody. We are back with a couple pieces that I acquired while I was away on vacation. Got to go up to Seattle and visit my oldest son, which was a blast. Um, so had a couple pieces waiting for me when I got back. Uh, One being the Modusworks Rapt, which anybody in the community knows these are pretty prized possession right now. What's up, pal?
You'll put in a video in here.
I'm doing one in here, and then we'll do one together.
So, Dad,
Yeah.
can Bobby talk about what he likes?
Absolutely,
Okay.
yeah.
He's doing the ones that turn into stairs.
Oh, okay.
But it's kind of gray silver.
Yeah, I like that one. Okay. Um, all right. So let's start here. Right off the top, this is a Modusworks Rapt. So these are really they're breaking in right now. They're breaking in. Hi, yeah. Your fidget. You like that one? You want to talk about it?
I'm gonna give him another fidget too.
Show it off. Oh,
so, Bobby, can you talk about what you like about him?
What do you like about him, Barb?
How do you like that guy?
Yeah, we call our son Barb. What do you like about that guy? Fidget.
Yeah, you like that it's a fidget?
He likes that it's a fidget. He likes the mechanical one, I guess.
I like it. I like this guy. I want to keep him.
This guy?
Yeah.
What do you like about that guy?
He's kind of like rock almost.
He does kind of look like rock with like little cracks in it.
Yeah. Would it be okay if I keep him in my pile?
Oh, wait, I need that guy. Yeah, we gotta get you your own case, I guess. Chaos. All right, well, now we got an O1 EDC mechanical to reveal.
Absolutely.
I like that sound. It's good.
I'll go give Brody this guy. Can I put him back with the small one?
Oh, yeah. You can do that. All right. What was I talking about? Okay. The Rapt. So that is thanks, pal. Created by Jonas Nix, NIX. So if you go to Modusworks, MODUSWORKS, that is where you will find Rapts. And these are seriously a prized possession in the fidget community right now. The market is super hot on these. So they're selling for some of them like well over $1,000, which is wild. This guy was not that much, but this is a V1 body. So this is the swirl, I think. God, no, maybe that's not right. I'm trying to remember. He's got interesting names for the body types, but anyway, it's a V1 body where these sides have this opening, and you can see the magnet inserts inside. All right, this is a titanium body. The V2 bodies are all enclosed. So I got this body and then put the V2 plates on there. And you can see just by looking at it that there is the plates have kind of a concave shape to them, so that the main points of contact are these four corners. That way you don't get any sort of stick. You can see just right there that you can see light through the plates, right? So they're not touching all the way. That's important because one of the problems with stainless steel plates, or really any plates, is that if they're touching completely flat one against each other, you get this sort of friction that kind of forms automatically. And so Jonas, and I think it was kind of a happy accident, If you listen to his interview with Sean over at Fidget Fix, he did a whole interview with him. It was super interesting. Totally makes me want to do like a fidget podcast. But yeah, so these curved plates allow for number one, it's kind of this swipe, but you don't get any of that friction. So now the magnets in here, I'm still kind of playing with to figure out the best orientation or the best strength. And the titanium body is really light, so you have to really kind of take that into account. You're taking into account the weight of the body and the weight of the magnets. So how do you get the plates to be able to spin like that with ease, where this one isn't doing it just yet? So the magnets are still maybe a little strong in the corners because the body, the shell, is so light. But this body does allow for something pretty cool. Having, look at that, having that cutout on the sides allows you to see those inserts. So I had these purple glow inserts made that Alfonso did for me. Alfonso in the groups, who also makes sliders, and he just 3D printed those inserts. So that's a lot of fun having that design benefit. But yeah, the other thing is the pattern on the plates. See that there's these little grooves, right? So as those slide across each other, you get this almost kind of like, it's hard to explain. It's almost like in the movies when they unsheath a sword or something like that, and you get that like shing, you know what I mean? There's some sort of like effect kind of like that with these plates. And it's kind of like Compiform has that kind of signature scratch to their plates by putting different patterns and having different patterns interact with each other. That really makes these sliders special. So that is the Rapt by Modusworks. All right, they do have a website you can check out if you Google that. And you can also find them in the Facebook groups. I did put a link to my Facebook on the homepage. So if you check that out and you go there, I made sure that I created that Facebook account to be joined in all the major groups that you'd want to be a part of. So it's just as easy as clicking on the Facebook link and then joining all those groups yourself. So this one, probably going to be a seller. This is the Tactile. I want to say Focus Works, maybe? No, Fidget Things. Fidget Things is who does the Tactile. If that's wrong, I will put a little note in the video there. These ones are interesting. This one is not my favorite. He had the Uno cards, and those were Zerk, and that was a fidget, like a good Lord, Kyle. That was a Tactile, which is what this is called. That really had a great flow and a great feel to it. This one's a little clunky, and I don't know if that's necessarily a Fidget Things problem or this was secondhand problem. But the plates look pretty good overall. minor wear, but it's got this almost kind of like crystal tie look to it where it's kind of glittery. And the cool thing about these, though, is that kind of like the Fidget Boy Infiniboy, see that you can slide it, flip it over, and have kind of an endless rotation of these two plates. And then simply buying another set of two allows you to have a 4-stack. This also, and this tells me they're secondhand, I think. There's some unbalance between these two plates, where one is maybe a little warped. So it's best to keep it like this because they warp, shape warps into each other, so you don't get that rock. But that is the Tactile fidget things. Yeah, what's up, man?
I cannot find this guy. I can't find the rest of him.
The rest of this guy?
Yeah.
Now he's looking for the rest of this the micro Verk. And I think, is it in my fidget bag?
Okay, so it's
Did you look in there?
Okay, I'm going to check in both bags.
Okay. Now, when I was out visiting my son, he actually had my original 2-click Peak. This is the Magnus Peak, right? So originally Magnus only made 2-click, which means you can only 2-click up before you got to go back down. And that means it's 3x2. So 1, 2, 3 rows of magnets, 3 rows and 1, 2 columns. If you're going by Excel rules. Now he makes them so that it's 1, 2, 3, 4 up.
Do you have extras?
Wow, look at that.
Do you have extra?
No, you know what? I've got, no, I don't. But
so I'll keep this in my thing, just in case I lose one.
That's a good idea. So now he makes 3 clicks though. So 3-click means that there's 4 rows, 2 columns. Things like the Coral Verk. But anyway, so I kind of thought I was past the 2-click phase. Went out to Seattle to visit my son. He had my original titanium Peak that I had given him to get him into fidgets, which he's totally in. He's really in the mechanical space right now. So he was gifted my Chenyu, what is it? Chenyu Guardian? I'm going to have to get back. I love that thing. The Zerk Brownie and the 42 Cosmo Mermaid Reborn. He was really sold on all 3 of those. So those are now part of his collection, and he's loving them. So I'm super glad about that. But I got my hands back on this 2-click Peak and was once again sold. And that was my original one from Preston Jenkins over at Big Mitts and Fidgets, is his channel. But Preston gave me that piece. I was super cool of him, and I was glad to keep it in the family at least. But so I had to repurchase this and was able to get a hold of this Zerk body Peak with Teflon plates that I love on the 2-click. For some reason, on the 3 clicks, I just can't get into Teflon plates. Just not the same experience. Not sure why. But I'm really happy to have this back. I'm probably going to look for a little sandwich plate to go in between as well. I put some smaller magnets. Maybe I can show you really quick, if you don't mind waiting one moment. And as long as I get the right side. Damn, I didn't get the right side. That is what the inside looks like, though. So you can see the magnets fit in those spaces exactly how they're supposed to. But I'm a big fan of crunch. Now, Magnus plates come with O-rings on top of the magnets to kind of deaden the silence or deaden the sound. So they're silent clicks. I take those out immediately every time and put in some lighter magnets. And then on this one, you can see these ones do not fit perfectly. Maybe if it'll focus on it for some reason. Good Lord. They don't fit perfectly. That's gonna be my new signature, is just complaining about the iPhone 15 every time I make a video. You can see those magnets have a little space around them, so that means every time they move across the plate and connect to another magnet, they're bouncing around inside this space, and that'll give you a little extra noise, little extra crunch. So that is like that's a must, and I think I've got this thing tuned exactly how I want it. So that is the 2-click peak. And lastly, I reobtained a Mott Groove. This was one that I originally bought. I went all in. I got the mother of pearl inlay, the epoxy coating finish. It was pretty decked out. And it was so decked out that I was almost nervous to play with it. Not to mention the fact that as far as mechanical sliders go and their ease of tinkering, I guess, this one is not easy. These are little Teflon sidebars that you have to like strategically put in there and try to slot back in, and I don't know, unless there's like a specific way to do it that I have not figured out yet. It is not the easiest mechanical slider to take apart and tinker with and try different springs and close it back up and try it out and then open it up and try something else. It's like once you do it, you're like, well, that was my night, and maybe I'll try again next week. So I was a little hesitant to ever trade for one of these again, but luckily I made a trade with somebody, and when this arrived, it was perfectly tuned to exactly how I'd want it to be. And so that is awesome. And no fancy finish, so I don't feel as obligated to be delicate. So those are fidgets from vacation. Going to be doing a giveaway pretty soon, so keep an eye out for that. It will be for the Atom Bomb fidget clicker and slider, or a spinner rather. So that's going to be a lot of fun. That'll be coming up this weekend. Thanks, guys. Bye.